And there we are. Hey everybody, I'm Rob the Builder. Can we build it? Yes, we can. How you doing, Bassman and David and her ladyship and Basswoman? Neil. Um, yeah. So you're doing some. Yeah. Every time you do a tidy up, there's a point of things get messy before they get tidier, David. That's the rules in my experience. And but yeah, it's always a good idea. Get a bit of. Excuse me while I get a bit of focus on my. There we go. Like it matters. Um, Now, today, yeah, we all know the drill. We're just getting on with our Batmobiles. So this we will now do. Yes. Right. Now, that's a couple of things I wanted to do. I spy with my little eye. Actually, what I spy with my little eye is something beginning with C. Mm. And round we come. Now, yeah, actually, there's a few things I can nail here. Uh, Now, actually, there's a few things there, and give me a moment. I also want to find. Give me a moment. I'll find it. I will. Uh, oh, where is it? I'm looking for the dashboard. That's the bottom line here. Where have I put it? Somewhere very sensible, obviously. Hang on a moment. No, not there. It is on the table. Obi Rob knows this to be true. Now, for ist der dash. No, it's not. Aha, here's what I'm looking for. Alrighty. Let's do this. So, I want to be doing a bit of black, in fact, quite a lot of black on that. Oh, and I missed some of the chrome. You blind bastard, Rob. Alright, there's things I'm working on today anyway. I want to finish the dash, maybe this backboard, and maybe these. Maybe. Alright, but first let's get there. Right. Now that's going to be red. That's going to be red. What color should I do the master cylinder? There's a question. I'll work it out. Anyway, now. Up. I forgot to throw the link up. Sorry, Bassman. Bam. And bam. And bam. There we go. Lights on. No one's really home. Okay, I'll just wait till I've got you on screen. And then I shall get on with my own. There we go. And boom. There we go. All right. In we come. Now, I'm going to start off with a bit of jet black action. I am. see. Yes. All right. Now, what I might do is. There's an angle on what I'm doing. Yeah, good. Oh, nice one.
See the interior in there? I just got it's stuck in there right now.
Nice one. Looking good.
Thank you, thank you.
Now, excuse me. Now, now, I'm wondering if I should put any leave any options on other colours than black on the. I believe the term is bat pewter. You gotta love them. Or whether to roll with just black, which, to be fair, is what most computers have. Or they're at least monocolor, monotone. That's usually a musical thing. We know what I mean. Now, I will get a smaller brush to cut in first, I think. Now, if I'm here, I should bring you guys up. There we go. And whoops, a daisy. It's coming off a bit of drift there. Now, here we go. Right, let's do this.
You got anything going on today, Rob?
I've got a few things. Well, not a few things. Well, yeah, a few things, but ultimately, I have massage therapy today. Um, every week, I get massage and acupuncture, and that helps me continue to move. Um, it was essential when the arthritis was at its worst. But the other thing is, once you get to a certain age, I'm sure I'm not giving you any news bulletins here. Um, it's really a good thing to do for your body because your body just doesn't look after itself the way it used to.
Nope, it sure does not.
Which is one of the reasons why, in fact, I've um, long said that if there is an afterlife and there's a heaven, I am going to give any deity the bollocking of a lifetime. First, there's the brevity of human existence. What's the Bible say? What is it? 70 and 70 years. What a ripoff! That's no amount of time. Maybe what about 400 or 500 years? Give us a break now. Come on. Then, the worst of all, though, for most of that 70 years, you're falling apart. It's not 70 years of hale and hearty existence. No, no, no. 70 years of, well, there's about 20 years where you're kicking around. There's a good 15, 20 years after that, and then it's all downhill. Deary me.
Yeah, pretty much.
Where is the love? That's what I ask. Cool. Words I will have.
Yep. Be like, what the hell?
Whatever did you mean by it? Actually, if I was going to dress down a deity, I'd want to do it in an almost British sort of a way. They do dressing down so well. So politely. Something along the lines of it here. Now look here, good sir. I was most dissatisfied with the terms of my existence. Whatever do you mean by it? Now, I should, with a bit of luck, get most of this dash done today. Now, into here.
Why'd you move, Deb?
You're talking about the dog, correct? Okay.
Now, next.
That you didn't want to be on Daddy's camera footage.
Have you been able to find any reference pictures of the chassis?
Have I been able to find the?
I can't find any.
Uh,
I was just curious on what it actually really looked like.
hang on a moment.
And I've checked Google, Pinterest. I can't find none.
Just for the chassis.
Yeah.
And okay, well, I was going to say, well, I'll hit Google, but if you've already done that, it sort of makes it a bit of a, what's the word I'm looking for?
Redundant?
Yeah, it makes it kind of pointless. I'm sure I don't think that a different computer is going to yield a different result. Imagine if that was how computers operated and they had like little personalities, like one saying, yeah, I told him that this was the case. Can you believe he fell for that?
I know, right?
Now, into here. Around there. Yeah, today I've, aside from my massage therapy, I've also got I do my I deliver what I call my baking round. Every week I do baking.
That's right. What have you done lately?
Well, what I'm doing delivering today is a fruit cake. That is the basis for the Christmas cakes I'll be making. See,
Oh,
the reason you make them now is because if you want to do the whole infused with brandy routine, you need to give it 3 months. Because what you do is you make your cake, and then once you've made it, you take a week to fully get your brandy in, and at that point,
Interesting.
you just let it sit for pretty much 3 months. But you've got to take the time, obviously, to organise to get that done 3 months in advance.
Right.
And yeah, for ease of purpose, I thought, well, rather than bake something completely different, David said showers, as in rain. That is not hit the showers. But yeah, I figured for ease of purpose, as I have quite a truckload of various dried fruits and other ingredients, just easier to make the same thing a couple more times, and I don't. Yeah, you get the idea.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I enjoy it. Next week, what I'm going to make, and yeah, I've actually received a bit of unhappy news on the cookery front yesterday, which is to say, my go-to fruit and veg is shutting, which I'm not happy about. I'm sure they're not too. Poor guys. Never mind. But I know, unfortunately, there's another good fruit and veg not far away. And what I'll do is I know they sell what are called over here ladyfinger bananas. And they're different to the normal banana. The standard banana is what's called a Cavendish banana. And they peel real easy and they taste very nice straight away, but they're not so good for cooking.
Oh.
Lady fingers, and there's also a couple of other types. They're shorter and stumpier sort of things, and they're more similar to what the Asians fry with. They hold together better.
Huh.
And yeah, it's a curious thing. You'd have thought banana. No, there is a distinct difference in the way they respond to cookery and stuff like that. And my new fruit and veg store, which was my backup one in the past, is now going to become my go-to, sells ladyfinger bananas, I've discovered. And as such, next week, I intend to make what the Thai call gloitod and mantod. Gloitod is deep fried banana, like banana fritters, but the way they do them. And there's more in pieces rather than whole banana. Mantod is sweet potato done that way.
Huh.
And I always make gloitod and mantod for my massage therapists because they're from Thailand. And I know that one of the staff at the doctors where I do one of my drops is from Brunei, where they make something very similar. So what I'm going to do is because I'll still be doing my Christmas baking then, so something nice and easy and convenient would be to make everybody. Oh, hang on. Oh, hey, Alex, how are you doing? Apparently, the original Batmobile was a Ford Lincoln, and they stretched it out by 8 to 10 inches. Jesus.
Was it really?
Apparently so. The original one, the very first one.
Yeah.
But yeah, of course, there were various Batmobiles.
How about that?
Yeah. But yeah, anyway, so I'm going to make everybody Glutord and Mantod next week, because I'll still be doing my Christmas baking, which can get quite intense. And indeed, over the next few months, I'll slowly but surely be getting all my Christmas baking done. Which I'll also rather enjoy. I have even toyed with the idea of doing a cookery channel.
Oh, that'd be neat.
The problem would be I'd need somebody to help me with the camera work. Because while I'm moving around doing stuff, moving the camera.
Yeah, you would need someone to. You need a cameraman, most definitely.
Yeah.
You're right on that.
Right. Starting to get places with this.
Just laid in my chair back there.
Do what?
My son took off running through the house and took down some of my collectibles as he was making his way to his bedroom.
No.
His phone was on 3%, and he had to run to get his charger.
Oh no! If you I should do it properly for you. Oh no! Oh no!
Damn it,
No.
man! Oh, definitely a damn it, man moment.
Oh yeah. I remember when I was about 13. Back then I was quite keen on my cricket. And I was going to a coaching clinic late in one week, and for reasons best known to myself, I was practicing my run up for my bowling inside the house, as you so sensibly do. And
Catastrophe struck, huh?
well, yeah, when I got my toenail of my pinky, little toe, caught on an electric heater,
Damn it, man!
and with a mighty yoink, didn't fully come out happily, but gave it a mighty rip, and I was in agony. And it was like, I think 2 days before the clinic, and my mum said, "Well, you sort of have given yourself a bit of a position there, haven't you?" And I ended up going. Because okay, I think it's one of those things of when you're young, it doesn't seem to you seem to recover. Well, you recover so much more quickly. There was also a thing, I guess, of I wanted to go, so that sort of helps things along a bit. If I'd been forced to go, I reckon the agony would have been much, much greater.
True.
That's a bit of a thing from The Art of War, believe it or not. by Sun Tzu. To his mind, when it came to conquest, the idea was to do it without using military force. Because military force was costly, people died, what's more, and that affected morale. Then you're also having bad relations with the population, and said far better to put them into a position where they've got no option but to surrender. You think, yeah, there's merit to that mindset. Why I don't. It's actually why I don't understand what Putin's doing. Military force got viewed as a pointless technology years ago. It's effective as far as a threat, but as far as takeover goes, economics far more effective. He's doing stuff from the 40s. Now, after that brief political interjection, I'll leave it there. I try to avoid that sort of topic, mostly on account of I have a theory that people who watch modelling channels are there to watch the modelling, and maybe we should get away from the politics.
Oh, well.
Although there's also the saying of just because you're not interested in politics does not mean that politics is not interested in you. Which I always thought was a pretty cool saying. It's a funny thing. When I'm off stream, I'm as political as all hell. But it's a time and a place.
Well,
That saying, if you want to start an argument, bring up politics and religion.
I'll start one quick.
Yeah, it's going to happen.
That will happen quick.
Oh yeah, it's quite remarkable, isn't it?
Nobody sees eye to eye on either one of them.
Now, we come around here. We're gonna come around here some more. Oh dear. Tom Petty be turning his gravy wood. I only found out recently that he was actually dead. I was quite surprised. Anyway, now getting places with my dashboard there. Hang on. I always go the wrong way. There we go. Hang on.
Oh, yeah, nice.
Yeah. Now what's you got to do? And also I've got to tighten up in around there with a smaller brush.
Right.
And I've got to do around here, and then I'll get the big brush out and get under there. What I might do when I do that is I'll probably put this on a whatchamacallit, Yes, that's a very helpful description, isn't it? Or whatchamacallit. Uh, on one of those, one of these things. One of these things. Now,
So did you go with the complete round steering wheel or the half steering wheel?
um, I went for the. I'll show you the one I've got started. Give me in a minute. Give me a moment. Uh, bow, bow. Where to put it? Is this it here? This is it here. I went for. I've got a start on that one. This one here is the one I went full one.
Okay, I'm doing this one.
Actually, while I'm here, I might as well go around the edge of that. That's the right colour, so I might as well.
Yeah, I got the black and red out, so I'm going around getting everything that needs to be touched up and done in those two colors.
Yeah. When the wheel comes along, you must paint it. Unless there's something wrong, you must paint it. Oh dear. Now, actually, now that I look at it a bit more closely as a steering wheel, yeah, it sort of reminds me of the sort of steering wheels some of the Holden cars used to have back in the day when I was a kid. I see them now, as far as the shape and the whole way it's laid out.
Right.
Yeah. So now it's getting a bit more blast from the past sort of a style. Right, so now round the back. Oh, and while I'm here, I can also do the finish the gear stick. Then I shall return to the dash. There's a Simpsons scene where you'll see why I bring this up. It's actually in an episode where Bart and Homer go Catholic. Apparently, their church is the Eastern branch of Southern Presbyterianism.
That was a
So they go,
mouthful.
yeah, and you figure they've covered their bases there, so they're not offending anyone. No one can really, yeah. Anyway, um, initially Marge is not happy about it, but sort of accepting of it, and you'll soon see where the dash reference comes up, because Reverend Lovejoy says, "But remember, Marge, a different faith means a different afterlife," and she has images in her mind of Bart and Homer in Catholic heaven. And there's all these Irish people dancing and Italians having big feasts. And then they flash to Protestant heaven. And there's all these rather uptight people, including some rather upper crust types. And the big line is they're playing croquet. And the line is, Dash, have you seen Poppy with the tennis balls?
Damn
And
it.
yeah, so whenever sometimes when I say Dash, I think of Protestant heaven. Have you seen Poppy? Yeah. Simpsons have some absolute gold over the years.
Yes.
I think I told you I've actually got a chart where they've, and I'm not sure who they've surveyed, but they've gotten viewers to review the first 20 seasons, I think it is.
Really?
And the thing is that the first season's generally regarded as utterly shitful, and this is generally agreed upon. But then there's the first from seasons 2 to 10. There's a whole stack of goodness, and then it starts thinning out a bit. And by the time we get into episode 15 or season 15, it starts getting a bit. The quality is clearly dropping on the viewer chart. It's interesting in that regard. It's also a very subjective thing because some of the ones that I thought were great didn't get a good rating. Like one of my favorite ones is the Scorpio episode where Homer goes and works for a guy who's an evil supervillain. And that doesn't rate so highly. I was surprised.
Huh.
The biggest winner was where Homer goes off and becomes a farmer after offending a Southern gentleman. There we go. And that occurs because he goes around slapping everybody with his glove, demanding satisfaction after seeing Zorro do that in a movie. So clearly it's got to work for him. He slaps his way to the line or through the line at the Cookie Mart. Passing through, demand satisfaction, challenge you to a duel. I accept, sir. What? I accept your challenge to a duel, sir. Pistols at dawn. Oh, why do I have to slap someone who calls people sir?
Challenge you to a duel.
Yeah. There's a sticker on the Southern Gentleman's van that myself and a mate were going to get made, and I still might. And it's honk if you demand satisfaction. There we go. And there's our gear stick.
Nice.
Now, back to the dash. Now, I know what might get us a bit of a look at the Batmobile chassis. Search. Give me a moment, and I will search using undercarriage. That will at least give us a good idea as to what the underside will should look like.
Yeah, yeah. And I would love to see some reference pictures of it.
Yeah, so that's always the way to roll, because then you know what you well. I'm not giving you any news bulletins here. Preaching to the choir, man. Preaching to the choir. I first got the term because I've always known it as preaching to the converted. The first time I heard preaching to the choir, I'm just going to see if I can find that undercarriage shot. Was actually another Simpsons one, and it's where Homer. It's Valentine's Day, and Marge doesn't get down to business because she's just very tired, and that's the nuts and bolts of it. Now we're looking for Batmobile, and he goes and he's for some reason he goes to a night school, and he finds Strip for Your Wife course run by Dr. Hibbert, who, when he was at med school, paid for it by dancing under the name Malcolm Sex. He pleased the women by any means necessary. Okay, not getting any good ones on the undercarriage, even under that search. Yeah, it's nah.
Yeah, you can find pictures of everything else but the undercarriage.
Yeah. I've actually, and when I've like specifically searched for the, with okay, let's go undercarriage chassis together. See if that helps.
Yeah, I've done chassis, undercarriage, underneath, bottom of it. I've done like 4 different types of searches.
Nah. Well, all that can really be said about that is bastards.
Exactly.
Never mind. Anyway, yeah. But before Dr. Hibbert's ever even managed to start the class, Holmes coated himself in way too much oil. And when Dr. Hibbert discovers this, he's there. Homer, that oil was for the entire class. Aren't you going to chuckle? There's nothing to chuckle about. And then he sort of like just pushes him aside, and Homer starts gliding along and winds up in this other class, and which is a self-improvement class, with the guys promoting Megatronics. And as Homer slides into his classroom, is there, you naked, greasy, bald man. Ooh, you know everything about me. And ultimately, Homer talks him into getting the oil off of him. And and while the guy's doing it, and he's like mopping it up, he said, "Now the trick is to try and just let it absorb. If you keep rolling it around, you're just moving the oil around." Oh, you're preaching to the choir, man. That was the first time I actually heard the phrase there. Before I was always raised with more preaching to the converted. But yeah, but the homeboy gave me a good one. That's the one. Homer becomes an exec in that one, I believe, it's the drill. One of a couple of times that he does. The other times when he gets here. All right, getting places. Now, around here. All right. Now, once I come around there, looking forward to getting some red on the dash, actually. Looking forward to getting a whole stack of different colours on the dash, actually. Huh.
The dash. I think I'm about done with my dash.
Yeah, dashes are. I actually really enjoy doing dashboards. They're one of my favourite parts of doing aircraft. Although sometimes you don't get the option in 1:72 because some manufacturers don't actually print the dash. They just give you the option on the decal, which I view as a bit of a rip. Because I like painting my dashes. Yes, I do. Oh, 3 errors. Easy fix ones, though. Now.
Oh boy. Okay. What's up? Well, Penny is on her way to perform in a one-night showcase production of Red, which we are unable to attend. We're going to a symposium on molecular proteome.
Right. Getting places. This is very good.
What to say?
The only part of the dash I won't get done today, I reckon, is a couple of buttons on the dash. But that will be like 30 seconds work if you follow me.
Oh yeah.
And that's only because I would prefer that the paint around it fully dry before I start getting a bit adventurous, shall we say. Otherwise it'll be like here's another phrase that I've that we all hear or have heard. Excuse me, we've got an itchy ear. But that appeared in Hitchhiker's because there's a shipboard computer on the Heart of Gold has a personality. It's programmed to have a personality. It's it features the what's called a GPP feature, genuine people personality, and they've got different ones they can use. And the initial one's a pain in the ass, so they change it. It turns out that it's even worse because it's like a matriarch sort of figure on the computer as the computer talks to them. And as they're about to go out onto a new planet, the robot or the computer chirps out with, now make sure you're all rugged up nice and warm and don't go playing with any nasty bug-eyed monsters out there. and that's even, and it's not even allowing the doors to open because of these concerns. One of the characters, Zaphod, in fact, I believe it is, gets pretty pissy with it. It says, "Computer, unless you want your memory banks reprogrammed with an axe, open the fucking door." And the computer does. And as they're going out, comes the line, and this is with reference to painting next to paint that is not properly dried. "It'll all end in tears, I know it." So yeah. Yeah. So many times it's going to end in tears. That's the ship computer. Ivy Grace, so how you doing?
Boy.
Now, there, around here, to there. There we go. Now, I reckon once I've gotten the jet black on my dash, I may have to do the boogaloo. We'll see. I would prefer to get a bit of red action in some spots because I can. We'll see how we go on the time frame. That's the bigger issue. Right. Now. Into here. And I might get a smaller brush out. Go around here. Because there's a few little buttons I want to leave nice and clean. Yes. Now. Actually, if I'm careful, I might not need to, which would be rather good. Save me cleaning 2 brushes. Now, under here. Now, right. Yeah, it's going to be a bit tricksy. Actually, I might do that now. I'm going to have to do a slight tidy up there, but that's okay. You got to say, the whole, I know it was set up to be quite when you look at the whole way it's set up, it's quite striking. I do like it.
Very much so.
And like I said, I know it was set up to be particularly eye-catching, even more than the ordinary make of this vehicle would. But even so, it's a bit cool. Oops. There. Now, there a bit more. There. All right. Now, right now we go. Maybe, oops, the daisy. Be a bit more careful with that one. Now, yes, round this way. All right. Now, all right. Now, not bad. That will do. All right. Now this side. I'm almost at the point where I can just do the underside. And they will be much rejoicing, I tell you. So there, around. All right. And here it.
No, right.
Yeah. Yeah, it gets to, you just get so absorbed. Yeah. But this is the joys. This is why we do it. This is why we do it.
Sometimes it will mentally drain you.
Oh yeah, but that's actually very good.
It is. Makes you sleep better at night.
Well, it's not just that. It's a thing of these days in looking after your mental or your cognitive abilities as you get older. They talk about mental agility. And this shit is great for it. Is the bottom line here.
Sorry about that.
Because of course it requires focus. And that keeps your mind going. Other examples of things that are anything where you are required to use your brain, basically, is good for your mental agility. And that's why I know some people in my language courses are much older than me. The reason they're doing it is to maintain their mental agility. So there you go.
My fire extinguisher jumped ship. Yeah.
Now, looking forward to just doing this line here so I can just get the big brush out and just go boom shakalaka like a wop bamboo. Because particularly as people aren't going to see too much.
Well, damn it, man.
You know, but you know that if you don't do it, you know what's going to happen. It's going to show, and then I'll be all grumpy. I'll be pissy with myself.
Yep.
Here we go.
Now, I'm not even that bothered that if it's not an absolutely perfect line, you know?
Yep.
Because, as I said, it's not actually, this is more just taking care that it doesn't look odd when it, well, yeah, we know the drill. Now, you go all the way there. Just do the side here. I don't think that's going to show, but just in case. Right, now, winning. There we go. Yeah. Oops. And we'll do the side. Then I will need to get a small brush out to just do a couple of little spots. But then it's big brush time.
Well, I've got to get down and hunt my fire extinguisher. It jumped ship.
Oh no.
Yeah, I was taking it off to the mountain bracket. And it
You don't be needing them apples.
it's in this corner somewhere.
It's amazing how often and how easily that shit happens, you know?
Yeah, that damn little gremlin troll son of a bitch come and got my part.
Oh, look, I've even had the experience where I've pondered whether or speculated as to whether or not there's some sort of entity. And I'm not just talking about a little gremlin, I'm talking about an entity, man, that hovers around. And and part of my premise on that, ludicrously enough, was okay. The thing of the Mustang part that I lost and then found, that was just surreal, but that's okay. I could get my noggin around that one easily enough. But then I dropped a Messerschmitt wheel, couldn't find it when I rolled back, looked around the area, walked around across through my office area a few times, went to bed, woke up the next morning, walking across again, said office area, and I felt my foot on something. And it's a Messerschmitt wheel.
Darn.
It's here. Wait, it's here. Yeah, what goes on with that, man? There's something happening, man. I don't like it.
Nope.
Now, let's see what the time is. Yeah, I reckon I can do this. Two things I want to, not just the dash. I reckon I can also hit with this brush, being a big chunky brush. I think I'll pop that in the box. Now, you get here. Get over here. And there we go. Nice and easy. Now, I'm not on tomorrow. I am going fishing.
Oh, great.
We're going to try a river. It's the river that actually taught us how to catch brim, but the size of the brim there are not so good. But because it's his wife's birthday, and she's quite happy for him to go fishing, but they want to go out that evening. He doesn't want to be too flogged, so we're not going to go for an early start. And but at least we'll go out there and we'll catch some fish, hopefully.
Maybe so.
Do. Well, we should do. The Onkaparinga River, which is where we're going, is generally pretty reliable as a generator of fish. But as I said, they're not necessarily that big. The size differential on average is quite significant. We're talking about a difference in size on average of, I think it's in inches, 2 inches in length. So it's quite significant. When you're talking about a fish that grows a total of typically a mature fish is now that would be 10 inches. So when you talk about a 2-inch difference on average, it's a pretty big difference. Now, yes, this is starting to look quite swish. And while I've got this brush, I'm also going to do the computers, I reckon. Or the computer, rather. I reckon that'd be this color.
Yeah, you catch a 10, 12-inch brim, you got something.
Yeah.
About like a 2-pound crappie.
Yeah. It's you're going on light line and all the rest.
Love hearing that drag scream.
Oh, it is so good.
It is.
So yeah, it's something that unless you're a fisherman, you just don't quite understand. And
You see that line start to jerk, and you set the hook.
Oh yeah. And then it's on like for young and old.
It's amazing.
Oh yeah. All right. Now we go to here, to there. How are we doing time-wise? Pretty good. And here we go. Right.
Hello.
Ah. Now across there. Now, computer. This shouldn't take too long, I wouldn't think. There we go.
But there's a planet.
All right. Once I get the computer done, I've got about 3 little spots with a fine brush. That's this colour done. Well, at least for today. There's probably going to be more of this colour, I would suggest. In fact, there definitely will be. But I'm talking about as far as brush application. I'll probably be doing the rest with airbrush. That's my theory. And now, down there. All right. This end. All right. Coming together, I tells you. Now, clean this brush. Then, just that tiny little spot, or tiny spots, plural, on the dash that I need to do. All right. That's a big Happy, happy, joy, joy. All right. Boom. Where is it? There it is. That's computer at this stage. It will, of course, get its deckling in due course.
Nice.
Pop that there. Clean brush. Then it's, as I said, small brush time. Very quickly before I clean this one. Now,
All righty.
indeed. Ah, rinse. Now, small brush. That one, I reckon. And you'll go there. I'll come from this angle. And around there. And then we come around. First one right there. Okay, a couple of little touch-ups required, but not bad on the whole. All right. Well, I haven't done the colours yet, but at least the dash is finished with the big colours. After that, it gets real easy. Real easy. I always find once you've got the big colours, usually that's when you've got separation of everything else, and it's just bam, bam, bam. Bam, bam, bamachi, bam, 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 bam.
Wham, bam, thank you, bam.
That's the one. Any of those are good. Now, let me just rinse this. Alrighty. Now, and go splatching. I'll try and use my hand as the backer. There we go. So that's where we're at with the dash.
Oh, yeah, coming together nicely.
So now just got to add the colours, which will be obviously on the dials, but that's all pretty straightforward. Alrighty. Zooming out. Okay, well, that's me done for today. Now, I'm not going to be on tomorrow. I will be catching fish. Yes. Hang on. I'll give you a zoom in on that one. Hang on a moment. Give us a tick. Boom. There you go.
I don't know how good you can see it, but.
Yep. Yep. Nice.
Put the battery in the two boxes.
Nice. Hopefully, I'll start assembly next week. But yeah,
I'm
I
just
mean,
thinking
I
like a
tend to
crowd.
do all my building first, all my painting first, and then assemble. But yeah, nice one.
Thanks, sir.
All righty. Well, thanks everyone for watching. I certainly
I
appreciate
appreciate it.
it.
Well,
And first time viewers, you know the drill. Follow, like, or subscribe. Now, wait a minute. I know what I should do here. Bing. Yeah. So yeah,
I do.
follow, like, or subscribe, first time viewers. If you want to track me down on other platforms, I'm Rob the Builder on Facebook and YouTube, and Robster the Builder on Instagram and Twitch. Again, follow, like, subscribe. Okay, Sunday. Now, I wouldn't mind. On Sunday, I'll probably want to do some work on my aircraft, get them done and dusted. Certainly, I'll get the P-51 done and dusted. That'll be good stuff. And get a lot of work done on the 109. So, if you want to join me on Sunday, Bassman, and work on maybe something like your
Yeah,
you
my
got the copper
Mustang.
one, haven't you?
Yeah, I got that 66 Mustang I'm working on.
All right. So yeah, we can work on our own projects, but I'll get you online as well.
Okay.
And yeah, at the end of the day, now that'll be Sunday, so not tomorrow, but the day after, and that will all happen at a similar kit time and on the same kit channel. And hopefully, we'll catch you good people then. See yous.